In this video, let's try to simplify this question for exponents. So whenever you see a question something like that, the best thing to do is prime factorize all the big numbers. That's the best thing because you don't want to get confused with that. So if I'm actually going to do prime factorize 10, how am I going to prime factorize 10? So that will be 10. Then even if I do this 2 5s and 5 1s. So that means 10 can be written as 2 multiplied by 5. Similarly, 25 can be written as 5 into 5 prime factors. Remember prime factorization. I'm all talking about prime factorization. So this 10 is also same. 3 is the minimum. I cannot factorize. The factors for this will be 1 and 3 itself. So just 1. So here, as you can see, numerator and denominator have two terms. That's one term, and one term. So most of the laws of exponents, all of the laws of exponents, they have only product and division, which is a to the power m into a to the power n equals to a to the power m plus n. Similarly, a to the power m divided by a to the power n is a to the power m minus 1. The rest of them are still the same. So a b to the power m can also be written as, if I take these two as factors, it will be a to the power m into b to the power m. In a sense, if I take 2 multiplied by 5 whole to the power 2, this can be written as 10 to the power 2, or can also be written as 2 to the power 2 and 5 to the power 2. Value is still going to be same. Only thing is the way you separate and then use it further, how you are going to actually solve the question. So now let's come back to this question. So 10 can be written as 2 into 5. Nothing has changed. That's what we are going to do. And now 5 to the power n plus 1. How can I write it? If I actually use this part that is given in this way, and then you have to write it back in this way. So 5 to the power n plus 1, I can write it as 5 to the power n into 5 to the power 1. So let's go back. 5 to the power n into 5 to the power 1. All I have done is, instead of a to the power m into a to the power n equals to a to the power m plus n, I've reversed the same law and separated them. Similarly, 25 is 5 multiplied by 5 and 5 to the power n. Remember, if there is nothing in exponents, powers are going to be 1. All these are 1. Nothing is there. Just I'm writing this just for the sake of this example, but in your mind, powers are actually 1. So same thing goes in the denominator. 5, this can be separated as 5 to the power n multiplied by 5 to the power 2. If I combine this, base is same, 5 to the power n plus 2. So this will be 2 into 5, 5 to the power n multiplied by 5 to the power 1. This I will extend that. So let's look at if there is anything common that we can take out. 5 to the power 1, 5 to the power n, 5 to the power 1, 5 to the power n, 5 to the power n, 5 to the power 1. So I can take this whole common, I can take this whole common here. So if I take 5 to the power 1 into 5 to the power 1 into 5 to the power n, what is left inside the bracket? Here is 2 left. We have taken out full, so that means there should be 1. So 2 plus 1. So you might be asking, why did I actually write 1? So let's verify this. You always, when you write this type of things, when you are in doubt, make sure that you verify yourself. So if I multiply this by 2, I get this. If I multiply this by 1, I get this. If I had put 0 here, just because you have taken out all of them, what would have happened? This multiplied by 0, this is 0, but that's not correct. So if everything goes out, there will be 1 divided by, so what is common here? That is 1, that's also 1. So 5 to the power 2, how can I write 5 to the power 2? 5 to the power 1 into 5 to the power 1. A to the power m, a to the power n, it is 5 to the power 1 plus 1, which is 5 to the power 2. So that means this and this will make 5 to the power 2, and there is 5 to the power n, 5 to the power n. So that means 5 to the power 2 into 5 to the power n I can take common. What is left? That is full gone. That's full gone. Here is 3 left plus and 2 left. That's 2. So now let's come back to this here. 5 to the power 1 into 5 to the power 1 will give me 5 to the power 2. So 5 to the power 2 into 5 to the power n, I am not going to use any law here because I can see that I can cancel this and I can cancel that straight away. So that will be equals to 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2 is 5. So that will be my answer. So things to remember is how not only to use laws from left to right, you should also know how to actually separate them from right to left. Separate them, take common, then you should be able to simplify. That's about it.